happens a lot of times when I've used my whole time to talk about book, but it's fine. Are you getting blessed though? Because what happens, women are always confused. They say, when the man was trusting me, he was talking to me every day, talking to me every hour. Now I've said yes, he has stopped talking to me, he's busy all the time. Yes, because men are hunters. They are project oriented. Project is accomplished, there's no need for him to chase you. He loses all sense of motivation. He needs to now go beyond his feelings to consciously continue to pursue you. It won't come to him naturally. Are you here, somebody? And women know that. He doesn't have my time again. The key, don't try to compete with his new project. Because remember, his project driven is a hunter. No hunter, after he has caught the antelope, still runs around his house to hunt. He has caught the antelope, it's time to rest or get on that project. So what you should do, instead of competing with the next project, now become a part of the next project. So he still finds you interesting to talk to. But most men want to compete with the project. Everything now is church, everything now is work. His work is always his first love. A man will gladly leave his marriage to focus on his work. A man doesn't think there's a problem even though his marriage is bad. If his work is doing well, he feels happy. Woman on the other hand, even if her career is doing well, if her family is not doing well, she still doesn't feel happy. So the key is that we should both bless each other. As a man, become more family oriented. That's why you have a wife. The wife brings the balance. The difference is for balance, not for contention. We turn our differences to trouble. That's why they call quarrels differences. That's why the major reason for divorce is called irreconcilable. Differences are not bad. They are to give us balance. If all both of us are so work oriented, we will not be strong in family. If both of us are so family oriented, we will not be strong with work. We need both. And God shared the division of labor. So what we need to do is to be considerate with the women in terms of family life. Make sure she's happy with the activities in the home. Are you creating time for family? Are you going on vacations? Are you spending time with the kids as a man? Make sure you are pouring into the family life. Go on date nights. Some men, since you toasted your wife, you knew all the fast food joints when you were toasting her. The moment she has agreed now, you've not taken her anywhere. It's just children and family. You are saving money now. Take her out for no reason. Go on date night. Don't wait for anniversary. Just go on date night for no reason.
Are you single or you are married? Born in, because this world is going to transform your relationship with your spouse. Listen and be blessed.
And the rules of date night: dress up. Don't wear slippers and short knicker. Dress up. Make it look special. It mustn't be tuxedo, but at least dress well. All right? Find the kind of place she will like. Women like it when you already have it. Not that, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? It shows you there's no thoughtfulness. Instead, tell her, honey, I've checked some restaurants. I feel there are two you will like, but there's one I'm going to choose. I feel you will like it because I know you like seafood. So I know I picked this one because they have good seafood. The fact that you have put in some effort before the time, they will call you man. Pam, 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 pam. Sense. Pam, 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 pam. Date night. So you tell her this kind of place I know you will like. Now, even if she doesn't like the place, the fact that you thought of her is still mark. Pam, 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 pam. So you take her on that, they dress up. The rule is that she's free to order anything from the menu or from your plate. Yes. She's free to eat anything on the menu plus anything on your plate. On that rule, for date night, no phones. You keep your phone aside. The only time you will bring out the phone is if she wants to take picture. After picture, keep the phone aside and just focus on her and talk to her. Just talk. How she's feeling. How are you? When we met. What I liked about you when we met. What has changed since we met. Women like to talk about relationship. Talk about it. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Hallelujah. For you as a woman, like I said, your own job is to pray for his work, encourage him at work, understand when he needs to do some late hours. If it's real late hours at work, encourage him. Hallelujah. So let me finish that gist. So I told her I'm not coming back. I'm busy. So I dropped her in America. I came back to Nigeria to do ministry. But about 2 weeks or 3 weeks after, one Sunday I just told her, hey, I'm going power bike because I ride motorbikes. So I said, those days, I don't drive now again. But I ride motorbikes. I told her, hey, honey, I'm going biking with my guys, so I'm able to pick my phone for a while. So she said, that's fine. But I was not going motorbiking. I jumped into a plane, landed in America, told them to take her out. They took her out. I entered the house and sat down. So when they came back, she opened the door and she saw me. She said, You see, instead of just saying, I'm coming on Tuesday, cook for me, or I'm coming. You are boring. This life is too difficult for you to be this boring. Women like excitement. Don't make our life boring. Put some fun. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Put some fun into it. Hallelujah. Praise God. Let me end from this. I've used the whole time to talk about books. I've not even preached my message at all. But let me end by saying this. The summary for me today will be, we need more people to learn how to manage their emotions. I think that's the biggest challenge we have today. People have come to believe that what I feel is always true. Your emotions are real, but they are not always true. Your emotions are real, they are not always right. Your emotions are free, they are never final. It means you can feel some way today and not feel like that by the end of today. Don't fall into the trap of allowing your emotions control you. Big mistake that this generation is making. They think what I feel is authentic. The Bible says don't deny your feeling. You are what you feel. You are not what you feel. And you know the interesting thing? In every other area of our life, we've learned how to manage emotions except relationship. That's the place we want to control, want our emotions to control us. Every other area, we've learned how to do things we don't feel like. Ask Pastor Patricia, I don't know how much you like singing, but I don't know if it's every day you're in the mood to sing. Some days is when you get up here that the anointing comes on you. I'm a preacher, it happens to me. There are some days even as a pastor of church, I don't feel like going to church. I'm the senior pastor. I said this Sunday I want to watch series on Netflix as the senior pastor. When you just feel that working 9 to 5, there are many days, but Abuja is a bit more calm. If you live in Lagos, you wake up 4 a.m. because of traffic. There are many days you won't feel like going to work. And you wake up, maybe you've had a busy weekend or something, or it's raining heavily in the morning, you just want to cuddle and do duvet and sleep with hot chocolate. And your alarm goes off, it's time for work. You don't feel like going to work. While you're saying, I don't feel like going to, your body's already in the bathroom bathing. While you are still thinking about it. So in every other area of our life, we've learned how to do what we don't feel. But once it comes to marriage, we say, I don't feel loved anymore. I don't feel connected to you. I don't feel attracted to you. I don't love you anymore. We want our feelings to control us. If we can learn, whether you're single or married, to understand that your feelings are real, but they are not always right. Your feelings are real, but they don't have to control you. You are actually created to control your feeling. And people that don't manage their feelings end up not doing well in life. Because your feelings can always lead you astray. Do you know why we have more single people now than ever before? People are looking for their one true love. Do you know that I said it yesterday, there's nowhere that says you marry who you love. Instead, it says you love who you marry. Nowhere that says you marry who you love. This doesn't mean you should marry who you hate. That's not the point. The point is that most of what we are looking for doesn't exist. Are you here, somebody? Many people want to marry with their one true love. So everybody's going about looking for, what they mean by one true love is somebody that will emotionally excite them. That's what they mean. That's what they mean. So they're having all this spec. What you don't realize, I don't have time to do it. What you don't realize is that thing you are calling your one true love, that thing you are calling your spec, is not the way you were born. It was programmed. And you can change it by reprogramming yourself. See, if you are programmed from a very hungry perspective, a very greedy perspective, you will only find rich men attractive. It's your programming. You say, it's just me. I don't just like poor people. No, you were programmed with hunger and greed. You see, so this is why, because the environment we live in, there's a lot of hunger and greed. In developed countries, if you tell a lady that we're even going on a date and we'll split the bill, it's not so strange to them because the women, they are not poor. They're not coming from a help me perspective because there women and men work. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. People understand that your bills can't be paid if you're not working. But here, women generally believe a man must take care of all my needs according to his riches in the bank. So this is why you don't realize that some men don't look rich now, but they will be rich. You are the one that programmed, why are you not attracting this man? He's not tall enough. You sat down and groomed yourself to find tall attractive. And like I said yesterday, I've not seen one marriage that you say, what's your secret? for the past 10 years of happiness. You say, is this my husband's height? Is why he's walking. I've never seen it anywhere. Height has no bearing in marriage. It's just how you've been programmed from movies and things you watch. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? You can't allow your emotions control you. You can't allow your emotions control you. Are you here, somebody? What is emotion? Emotion is just a deep feeling, a strong feeling. That's all it is. It's real. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying it's not always right. We have too many singles. They are looking for their spec. The thing they are calling spec are funny things like height, like nose, like complexion. That's what they're calling spec. He's not just my spec. Who created your spec? You created your spec. You can recreate your spec. Try to make your spec more internal qualities than external qualities. Try to make your spec to focus more on possibilities than perfection. What do I mean? If I'm looking for a house in Abuja, I want you to help me. I'm looking for a house in Abuja. I want it to be a bungalow that has a basement, that has 2 swimming pools and 3 palm trees. That's what I want. That or nothing. What are the chances I will find this house that has exactly all these things? What are the chances? Very low. However, what if I say I want a house that has space where I can build 2 swimming pools, that has space where I can plant 3 palm trees? I can find that house today. You see why we are single for long? What you are looking for as a spec are things you will add on. But you want it complete. So many men with the potential are coming, you're not recognizing it. Many women with the potential are coming, you're not recognizing. You want the one that is complete. This is why many girls are dating married men. Somebody has done the add-ons. Somebody has done the add-ons. You say you want a rich man. You are the favor carrier. Marry him, he'll be rich. I was very broke when I got married. I asked my wife, very broke. Very broke. My church wasn't paying me a salary when I married my wife, so I didn't have any natural source of income. Today, money is not an issue that I think about. Are you here, somebody? But she brought the favor into my life. She didn't marry me that time. I won't be here. This is why many girls, their spec is married men. Psychology is not going anywhere. Psychosis is still going to thrive, because as long as these young girls, all they want is these finished products, it's only married men that are like that. No single man is like that. Single man is still trying to arrange his own life. That's why he needs a helper. You are looking for somebody they've already helped. Catch your sub. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So we are going about, all of us are looking for a spec. You see young men in a church, there are other young women in the church. You have a job, everything. Why are you not married? You're looking now. This doesn't mean you must marry anybody you see. There is spec, but the spec has to be internal, real qualities, not height, not hairstyle. See, you must differentiate what you want from what you need. What you want is different from what you need. When you are young, you can like a man for his hairstyle. When you are grown, you will like a man for his lifestyle. When you are young, you like a man that spends money. When you are old, you like a man that saves money. Because now we have children, we have responsibilities. So you need to understand, most things people are built, say I cannot marry a man that is not a graduate. That's not what you want. What you want is a man that is intellectually compatible. Because some graduates, you can't stand them. And some people that dropped out of school are geniuses. The people controlling the economy of the world, most of them are school dropouts. So you need to be clear what. So there's what we call clarity sessions. Many people don't know what they're even looking for. You want a house that has 2 swimming pools already. What are they? How many houses do you know that has 2 swimming pools and has exactly 3 palm trees? It's not a bad desire. You must just realize that what you need is a house with the possibility or the potential to have that. Then you will start adding it on. You will create. God never gives you finished product. That's not how it works. He gives you the potential. You perfect it to your own taste. It's in Ephesians 5. He said he will present to him a church. He presents to himself a church. So you're not going to present your bride to yourself after you have worked on her. So it won't come like that. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So let's cool down with all this spec. I asked my wife, my mother, I asked her some weeks ago, how did you meet my dad? She said it's very simple. That she was in Anglican Church Youth Fellowship. They had an elder, a married man that was, coordinating them. That one day the elder came to her house with my dad. My dad was working in Lagos. They were in Enugu or Onitsha or something. The elder in the church brought my dad to my mom's house then. She was single. They were both seeing each other for the first time. He said, this man wants to marry you. I believe what has happened that because the man is the elder of the church, my dad had contacted the man and said, hey, you are the one coordinating youth, so I need a good Christian woman to marry. And the man said, okay. She looked around and saw that this girl was well behaved. So brought him. He was seeing her for the first time. She was seeing him for the first time. He said, this man wants to marry you. I asked my mom, so what did you see? The mom said, you looked at him, said you liked him. She agreed that day. And they were married till my dad passed on a few years ago. They didn't divorce. Of course, they had normal issues that couples have here and there. But you see, my point is, how many times in those early days did you meet a woman that is in her 30s and single? It's rare. When we're young, it's rare to say woman in those days, most of the people, ladies here, in even their 20s would have had all their children. But you see, because that time they knew something we didn't know. They understood that the love comes, you do the work of the love after the marriage, not before. We want to marry who we love, but the Bible says you should love who you marry. I'll say that again. We want to marry who we love, but the Bible says you should love who you marry. There's nowhere the Bible said marry who you love. Nowhere. We are the only species that marries for love. Every other species marries for survival, sustainability, and suitability. Every other species. Even animals understand that. They marry for survival, sustainability, and suitability. We are the only species looking for love. And the challenge with that looking for love is that one day you will find it and you will depend so much on it. And what you don't realize that love, because there are that those sentences have the two loves are different. The first one is emotional love. What you don't realize is that you will find that love, that person that will excite you. Only that there will be a conflict because you will see that the excitement and the action are not matching. Yes, you are both excited, but he hasn't learned how to be kind with his words. She hasn't learned how to be respectful. So by the time you now get married and they start see the excitement will wane, because that excitement love, that emotional love, the lifespan is 6 months to 2 years. So it will wane. Then what will be left will be love the action. But most people have not built anything on love the action. So this is where you hear, I don't love him anymore. I don't love her anymore. Or he doesn't love me anymore. Because then we want to convert emotional love to intentional love. What you should have built on from beginning should have been intentional love. Learning how to treat each other right. Learning if this person is God-fearing like you. Are you here, somebody? Can they manage their emotions? Because your spouse will annoy you. Can you control yourself? The Bible says be angry and sin not. Can you control yourself? Is somebody getting what I'm saying? How do you manage your emotions? I don't have time. Can I do 10 minutes? Yes. Let me just tell you how to manage your emotions. Okay, I think it's important. How do you manage your emotions? Like I said, I'm not saying you should just marry anybody you see on the road. However, what I'm saying is that let the qualities be real stuff, like their character, their passion for God, their willingness. What divorce, the only authorized reason for divorce is when it contravenes the law of life, because the law of life comes before the law of marriage. Do you understand this? All right, the law of life is, in fact, is the first law, because the first thing God actually did to Adam was to breathe into him and make him a living being. If somebody is not alive, he can't marry. I don't know if I get what I'm saying. So the only law that supersedes the laws of scripture and marriage and all that is the law of life. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's why thou shalt not kill is only on the condition you are not trying to kill me. If you are trying to kill me, thou shalt kill. I get what I'm saying? Thou shalt not kill is in the Bible, but it's assumed. If somebody's in the army, his whole work is thou shalt kill. Because if he doesn't kill, they will kill us. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So if you're a Christian in the army, you will kill. That's the only way all of us can live, to even practice the other scripture. So the law of life is always superior. That's why the only reason God himself ever gave, the only reason God himself ever gave for divorce is based on the law of free will. If the unbelieving depart, because it's honoring the law of life. The law of life carries with it the law of free will. That if he doesn't want to do again and is going, you are free. That's the only scriptural thing that God himself. Any other thing you are hearing, God didn't mention it. Even the one people say is adultery should break a marriage, is not in the. God didn't say is the reason. Jesus was interpreting the Old Testament. So he wasn't saying this is the reason you should divorce. In the eyes of God, marriage is a covenant. There is no reason, except of course the law of life. If your life is under threat, you can first save your life. But outside of that, in the eyes of God, though, when I come again, I'll teach on covenant. Marriage is a cover. It doesn't break in the eyes of God. I'm not saying people don't divorce. People divorce, but God is saying, look, in his own eyes, there's no justifiable reason. It's such a serious thing. That's why seminars like this are good. People need to know what they're getting into. Such a serious. You can't just jump. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm not in the mood. How do I manage my emotions? There's no way I can finish it. Let me run through them. Number one, knowledge, which is what we're doing now. I'm buying books. Knowledge helps you. Number two, your thoughts, what you focus on. You're the one programming your spec. If you sit down all day lusting after 6-pack, when a man that has 1-pack comes, you will not like him. And you will think it's just me. No, it's just not you. You program that. Your emotions don't control you. You control it. If you sit down all day lusting after a yellow girl, and this is what TV has done to us. Yes. This is why people are saying she's not my spec. This is what TV has done to us. Do you notice all the cartoons from when we were young? The main actors or actresses or whatever, the girls are slim. Then we go to teenager. All the teenage movies, the main girls are slim. Then we watch beauty pageant. The winner is slim. Then we watch advert, modeling clothes and all that. The adverts are slim. Even car advert, the woman in it, they are slim. Then we watch movies. All the main actors are slim. Then you wake up and say, I like slim girls. You think you're the one that came up with the idea. No, you don't like slim girls. There's no difference between slim girls and girls that are not slim. It's just your thinking. Nothing is wrong or right. It's how you are programmed. I shared the story the first time I ever went to London. I've been watching since I've been in Nigeria. I've been watching adverts. Have you watched those burger advert? McDonald's, KFC. I'll see burger. I say if I go abroad, I will eat burger. They will know that the first place I'm going is McDonald's, because I've watched those adverts on magazine everywhere. Burger. I landed London many years ago. We landed. We're hungry. We dropped our bags. The first thing we did was go to McDonald's. Pastor Philip. I got there, they have the things on the board. I said, this one, bring it. They brought the burger. I took, when I beat it, it was like sawdust. No taste. You know that most white people don't put any salt or any pepper in there. And when they are eating it, they are finding it nice. Nice. What's the difference? It's an acquired taste. It's how they have been programmed. You know that they eat steak, they eat meat that has blood in it. And they say, and that's the expensive food. Say, oh, so this is so steak. It's so, and the cow is almost talking. The cow is alive. The cow is still alive. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Blood is coming out of the meat. You see, it's how there's nothing right. That's what I'm saying. The things you are holding on to strongly, you were programmed to believe is fine. The girl must be slim. Who told you? Everybody knows those girls that have somebody, they are the best. Ask my wife. The reason why they are big is that they carry a lot of things. They carry a lot of blessings. Are you here, somebody? They carry blessings. There's no need to have weight if you don't have what you're carrying. The reason they are like that is what they are carrying that is making it. Are you here, somebody? But we've all been programmed to think if a guy is not slim and tall and yellow, she must be yellow. You know, there are some cultures where, as a young girl, before you marry, they'll take you to a fattening room to go and make you fat. Because if you're not fat, you believe you can't carry children, you can't do your duties. It's all, what I'm saying is that it's all your thoughts. The Bible said, when you are tempted, don't say you're tempted by God, that every man is drawn away of his own lust. It's what you are thinking that is causing your attraction. It's I see that man, I wasn't attracted to him. Cool down. It's what you have programmed your mind to be attracted to that is being attracted to. If he's a Christian man, you are attracted to him, just don't know. This is why people are attracted to other people's husband. They're looking for spec. That's why usually in a church, most women, their spec will be their pastor. Say, I want him to. Now, pastor, where they sing, one follow. Now, pastor, where they sing, one follow. So you see his haircut, choo choo choo. You say, this is what I want. May I inform you, there's only one Pastor Philip in this world, and he's already taken. He's already taken. So what you do, anyone they give you, take him, then by yourself find hairstyle that will fit him. This is what happens. Your spec is being programmed. Some women is their dad that was their spec, because they grew up loving their dad, so they want to compare every man with their dad. Some men is their mom too. They want to compare every woman with, say, my mom cooks for me, my mom does everything for me. Oh guy, you are now somebody's father. You are still, even every small decision you want to make, you still going to ask mommy. So I have to ask my mama. He said, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother to cleave. Number what am I in? So I've mentioned knowledge, which is what we are doing now. I've mentioned thoughts. Number 3, wise counsel. Wise counsel. You know, most time when you're about to do something stupid, you ask your friends. Who are your friends? You can't successfully fail without useless friends. Because yes, you can't successfully fail without useless friends. So who are the people that speak into your ear when you're about to do something? When you know, you can feel some way. Maybe you call somebody, the person will talk you out of it. That's why you just feel something. I'm going to kill you. Hey, just call somebody, just say, why? Don't worry yourself. Don't worry. This is why a person just talk to you, and before you know it, your body will just cool down. And same thing sometimes when you are not about to take action, somebody can call you and be like, you've now gone. You are seeing the house. Let's be going. The person will just ginger you. So wise counsel helps you manage your emotions, because sometimes you need external influences to help you do what's right. That's why we need church, because we inspire each other. Number what? Number 4, growing spiritually. Spiritual influence. How many of you felt different when Pastor Patricia came up to lead worship? It changed your mood. It changed your feelings. Your feelings are not permanent. How exposing yourself to God, to church, to the word, to praise, to worship affects your mood. Your feeling of feeling down is real, but it's not final. So don't start treating yourself as nothing because you feel like nothing. No. Go to church so that they will tell you are worth something. You do like Pastor Philip's analogy. How that if something you buy, it means that thing is of that value. In fact, I even think it's even more value. Because the reason I'm leaving my 500k is because that phone is of more value than me. If not, if it's the same value, I'll hold my 500k. It's even more value. So I love the analogy. So even if you came here thinking you're nothing, after that kind of serious revelation, you know you're worth dying for. That boy might have cheated you, but he doesn't have the final say. It's not him that defines your worth. You are worth dying for. The boy is promising to die for you. Jesus has already died for you. Say, somebody's son, go find me. Somebody's son don't already find you. Are you here, somebody? He didn't just find you, he died for you. Number what? Number 5, act right. Act right. Act right. Do what is right. Are you here, somebody? Pastor Patricia, I love the worship. Love the worship. It just changed the atmosphere. Changed the atmosphere. I was not feeling great today. I was not feeling like I knew what to even preach. But as the atmosphere changed, even Pastor Philip, when he got up, you see that he too couldn't continue. That's what I'm saying. When you grow spiritually, but you walk in the spirit and you not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So they are both contending. The flesh wants to feel down, depressed, feel like nothing, feel like I can't do it. But when you expose it to the spirit will override. Pastor Philip got up, you have to first worship many times. That's the point. So exposing yourself, spiritual growth is important. Next one, I said, act right, do what is right. See, sometimes you don't feel like, but do what is right anyway. I gave the analogy of work. You don't feel like going to work, but you go all the same. And you see the interesting thing, once you jump from that bed and start having your bath, the feeling of I don't want to go to work, we will do what? Go. Your feeling is not permanent. Stop acting like your feeling is final. It's not final, it's subject to change. Yes, you don't feel like continuing the marriage, but you can. Yes, you don't feel like you love your wife or husband, but you will. You just have to not obey the feelings. It's easier to act your way into feeling than to feel your way into acting. It's easier to act your way into feeling. So that means if you do what is right, eventually you feel right. There are times you don't feel like going to the gym, for instance, but once you go, you find that you start enjoying it. Your feelings change. And right action changes your feeling. Number what? 6, practice the pause. When you're about to do something stupid or feel like doing something, just pausing for a few minutes will help you recalibrate and make a better judgment. Have you ever noticed that whenever you reply a message too quickly, you write rubbish? But if you sit down and leave it for a few minutes, when your emotions are calm, you will think better and give a better reply. Many quarrels that happen because you reply too quickly. Your fiancé, your husband, or whatever sent you a message, you didn't even read it well. You have already interpreted what you felt he was saying, even though that's not what he's saying. Practice the pause. Number what is next one? 7, take responsibility. Every time you act out of order, please take responsibility. Women are guilty of this one. Women use their emotions to enter trouble, then they now start playing the victim. Why did you go to his house? He said I should come. What did you think he was saying you should come and do at 10 p.m.? I don't know. I just thought he wanted to have a brotherly chat. Take responsibility for every time you do. If you shout at someone you ain't supposed to shout at, call them to apologize. If you reacted badly on a date or something, call them to take responsibility. That will help you change. What people do is that they cover it, they look for excuse. The reason I did that is because of what you did. No, whatever somebody did to you is not a reason for you to act wrongly. That's why the Bible says they slap you on the right cheek, turn the next. They're not saying be a fool. They're saying, look, take responsibility for your own decisions. Don't ever put it on somehow they treated you. Say the reason I'm shouting at my husband is because of the way he shouts at me. You can actually turn the tide. The Bible says soft answer, turn it away wrath. You can actually turn it around. So take responsibility for your own actions. Last one, there are more, but I'll close with this one. Last one is perspective. Perspective. Under acting right, for those that are married, your marriage must move from emotional love to intentional love. What does that mean? You can't always wait till you feel like to tell your wife I love you. You can't always wait to feel like to respect your husband. Start doing what's right. It's the best way to even change your marriage. And the last one is perspective. Perspective can change everything. The moment your perspective changes, all these things I mentioned about managing your emotions, they are in the story of the prodigal son. He had all of them. His perspective changed. The moment his perspective went from I have to suffer to how many hired servants do my father have? And I'm here struggling. That even if I can't go back as a son, let me even go on. The moment your perspective changes, everything will change. For me, the moment I learned that men and women are different, I began to understand my wife more. Women are emotional. It means in every situation, they will first see it emotionally before logically. Men are logical. In every situation, they will first see it logically before emotionally. The moment I understood that, my marriage entered a new level. Men and women are different. You just have to know how to appeal to a woman's emotion. As a woman, learn how to appeal to a man's logic. Abigail understood that. When they were coming to kill Abigail's family, Abigail did not say, don't kill my husband, I will be a widow, and my children will be orphan. Men are not emotional. That's an emotional idea. What Abigail said is that if you come here, you're going to be king one day. You're going to stain your hand. And it will be on your record forever that you're a murderer. Don't waste your time with this fool. Let's focus on this, your king that you're going to be. That's what she did. She appealed to his logic. Not, don't kill us. A man breaks up with you. Don't break up with me. He will break my heart. He doesn't care. That's not the way to appeal. If you're appealing to men, appeal to their logic, not to their emotion. If you're appealing to a woman, appeal to her emotions, not to her logic. There was a case in America, the Menendez case. 2 boys killed their parents. Their parents were multi-billionaires. 2 boys killed their parents to inherit their property. Because if 2 parents died together, they'll get the money. So they got the money, they were doing shopping spree. The case went to court. They suspected that they were the ones that killed the parents. They got to court. Everybody thought it was a close case. They would sentence them to life or whatever. When they got to court, got a good American lawyer. He probably coached them. They all started saying their father was sexually abusing them. That's why the moment they started that one, they started crying in court. Case change. And America has a jury system. It means that about 8 or whatever people come together and decide the case. So they said the jury was divided along gender lines. All the women supported them. They said, you know what it is to abuse somebody? They abuse them. But women are emotional. All the women. But the men, logical. They say, they abuse you, that's why you kill your father. Kill these boys, they are guilty. You see, because, no story is perfectly true. It depends on who is telling it and who is listening. About 80% of women have been sexually abused at one time or the other. Once you bring abuse, women will support you. Once you bring abuse. So those guys knew it. The moment they did that, there was no trial. They were divided among gender lines. Just that after another time again, they brought the case up again. But by that time, the effect of the crying and all these things, you can't cry perfectly. It won't have the same impact every time. So learning the differences. Many times you're arguing with your husband or wife. The argument is never about the same thing. Never about the same thing. I'm a counselor. So sometimes what we do to couples is that we get them to write down the problem. When they write it down, I find out that what she was arguing about is not what he's arguing about. But if you let them talk, they'll be shouting at each other. You think they're arguing. They're not arguing the same thing. Women are using words to express feelings. Men are using words to express facts. When 2 people are talking on 2 different platforms, they can never agree. So the woman will say, you don't love me. The man will say, me? Didn't I buy you something? He's following the facts. What the woman is saying, I don't feel loved. How do you solve a problem for somebody that doesn't feel loved? Is to make her feel loved. No words, no debate will help. Just hug her, reassure her, say, hey baby, I love you. In fact, I'm going to take you out tomorrow. You just encourage, just love, just hug. But most men want to debate. You say I don't love you? Hold on. In 1982, who is this here that bought you phone? Men are constantly talking about facts. Women are expressing feelings. Whenever I'm talking to my wife and there's no headway, I begin to ask myself, what is the feeling she's trying to communicate? I go straight to address the feeling. If she's feeling low, I just encourage her, lift her up. If she's feeling unloved, I give her reassurance of love. Just go to the feeling. Don't waste your time with the facts. Women always talk about feelings. They use words to communicate feelings, never facts. I remember, in closing now, I have to close now. I remember when I went to Dubai. I'm talking about perspective, how that your understanding of something can change how you feel about it. Your feeling is not permanent, it's just your understanding that needs to change. Your perspective. So I went to Dubai. I love football, I'm a Man City fan. Card carrying, registered. Etihad, I attend stadium to watch real life. So I went to Dubai. Was Champions League time. I went to watch a match. Dubai is 3 hours ahead of Nigeria. So the match ended 10 p.m. Nigerian time. So it ended like 1 a.m. or there about Dubai time. So it was middle of night. So I entered my cab back from viewing center to my hotel. And I sat in front. I like sitting in front. I sat in front. And the taxi driver was chewing gum. Very irritating. Irritating. Annoying. I felt he would stop. He didn't stop. Throw the joint. I said, what kind of thing is this? After a while, I couldn't take it anymore. I unleashed on him. That was wrong with you. How can you be chewing gum this loudly? Making so much noise in front of a client? My motivational speaker and me came out. It's not good ethics. It's not good customer service. I began to go on and on. After my ranting, you know what the guy said? The guy said he's sorry that the reason he's doing this is that he normally is on night shift like this, which means he sleeps during the day. But that on this particular day, he didn't get to sleep during the day. So that he's driving me now, he's feeling sleepy. That's why he's chewing that gum. I said, be chewing now. Louder! I want to hear you chew. Chew for me, boy. Because that chewing is saving our life. I'm not planning to die today. You see, the moment I understood where he was coming from, I was no longer upset. You see the thing about perspective, how it controls your feelings. Before that time, I was irritated. If you had asked me, I would say, I can't take it. There are many things you can take. If you understand that the husband you are dealing with hallelujah. That the husband you are dealing with, he's going through some struggles that doesn't have to do with you. Men get their esteem from work. If a man's work is not going well, he becomes touchy. He starts arguing. He starts saying, is it because I'm not doing well now financially? Is it because you're bringing more money than me? He's touchy because he doesn't feel he's where he needs to be. I get what I'm saying. So he's quarreling more. He's shouting, looking for respect more. Because he feels the main thing that normally supplies his esteem is affected. So he needs larger doses of esteem, larger doses of respect. You understand, some of that man you're dealing with, what he saw his father do is the only experience he has of marriage. His father was a domineering figure. His father dominated his mother. He feels that's how marriage should be. When you understand what people like, you understand that this girl, she had daddy issues. Her dad abandoned her, so she's very needy. She needs a man that will love her both as a husband and as a father. So there are times you will forgive her some of her bad deeds. You will treat her like your daughter. Not in a condescending way, but in an understanding way. You know, if you understand people's struggle, you understand why they are acting the way they are. Nobody is coming to chase you personally to hurt you. They are treating life from their own perspective, their own personal struggle. So perspective changes everything. Have you been blessed this morning?